Hello, welcome all. So, today I will be presenting to you an introductory session to Autodesk AutoCAD presented by JIT Jet Institute of Technology. Herein we'll learn about the basics of AutoCAD just to give you to grasp an idea about what you will be learning through the curriculum provided by JIT. So, the video session, the introductory session will be of 4 parts, wherein in the first part I will be giving you an understanding of what is the necessity of using AutoCAD, why do we need to use AutoCAD, what purpose does it gains for and graduates like you, and also what can you do using AutoCAD. So our session I will be dividing in the first video is the reality of the engineering field, why upgrading our skills is necessary, and when to actually start learning the skills. So firstly I will start with the reality of the engineering field. This data is provided from Ministry of Human Resource and Development. You can see here that under the technical graduates there are approximately 41.6, the figures are in lakhs. Okay, 41.6 there are annual graduates, annual enrollments at technical programs all over India. And as such, what actually happens here is that more and more students are actually enrolling themselves at technical programs. But what does it has to do with AutoCAD? And to understand this, let's understand the employability percentage of different metro cities. This is a chart which appeared in 2000 edition of Business Today, wherein you can see a chart is provided which actually highlights the employability percentage in different metro cities of engineering graduates. Out of the 100% that actually graduates, only, let's say, civil design engineers, only 13.5% are employable in the Delhi region. When it comes to Bengaluru, Mumbai, Kolkata, Hyderabad and Chennai, you can see that Chennai has the least number of employability people. Why is this an issue? The issue is here is that when we study conventional civil engineering, we get to only a theoretical understanding of civil engineering. The practicability of civil engineering is not being basically taught at colleges. For that, we need to depend upon informal education system, which JIT is trying to fill up the gap, wherein you can upgrade your skills and thereby increase your employability percentage. This data, even though it does not highlight Guwahati or Assam, any technical institute, but what you need to understand here is that as more number of graduates, more number of technical graduates pass out each and every year, but there are certain amount of percentage which are of employable nature. Rest do not have the basic required skills or the knowledge to actually be of employable stature. This can be understood by having a different perspective when we look at the civil engineering models. When we look at the unemployment rates, now what actually happens here is that due to the enrollment features, enrollment of students into the technical graduates, when they actually enroll in technical programs, very few, 1%, 2% are actually left unemployed as per census 2011 data. But this percentage is definitely going to be increased because with the advent of the fourth industrialization revolution, you need to understand that the job market is going more in a automated sector. For this, there is a necessity to upgrade a student's conventional education or civil engineering into a more appropriate practical come theory knowledge. This data, even though it's old, highlights a sad reality of what is to be coming in 2021 census data. But what happens after graduation? After graduation also, if you can see, This is the data from salaryexplorer.com, where you can see that most of the 100% of civil engineering graduates, whether it is degree or it is diploma, falls into the bracket of 45,600 INR. So this is a monthly data, average monthly salary. The concern here is that 50% are in 29,500 range. Even though it may not sound as a bad salary, but the truth is that it is a bad salary with respect to professional course which you have all struggled hard. This is because most of our students concentrate more on the marks rather than upgrading their skills. This lack actually provides an opportunity for the job giver to actually hire the graduates at a lesser amount of salary. So, what is the solution? What can be the solution of this particular problem is that you need to upgrade your skills. And you can upgrade your skills with respect to not other fields, but with respect to civil engineering fields. So how can you upgrade your own personal skills with respect to civil engineering? You can upgrade by using computer aided tools, designing tools, project management tools, research knowledge, data analytics, mapping, and building information modeling. These are the various skills that can empower a civil engineer from the rest of the graduates and give a competitive edge for so that they are of employable nature in the job market. Now let's look at this one by one. What is this computer aided drawing tools? We basically, it is the AutoCAD. So AutoCAD is one of the primarily used drawing tools, which is also called as draftsman's tool. Designing tools whereby you can design any kind of structure. There is ERIPro for irrigation, there is TEDPro for structures. There are multiple tools and software that is available in the market. Project management tools, whereby we can actually find out how much time is required for actually completing any kind of project, whether it is a construction based project, whether it is an irrigation project, whether it is an knowledge about completing any type of your research project. So there are many types of tools, but primarily there are two that are used in the market. One is MS Project and another one is Primavera from Oracle. Research knowledge is also required, by where you can actually use the data available to actually predict what can the future holds. Mapping, there is a software called ArcGIS where you can actually know about the geographical information system. So there are various types of skills by which a civil engineering graduate can actually upgrade themselves. So since our primary study is that of Autodesk AutoCAD, we will first start with the knowledge of AutoCAD, by wherein you can get an idea what actually AutoCAD is, how can it help you upgrade your skills, and how can it help you to give a competitive edge. So what is AutoCAD? AutoCAD is a commercial computer aided design and drafting software application developed and marketed by Autodesk. So Autodesk is the company that actually owns the ownership of AutoCAD. AutoCAD was first released in December 1982. So what happened before 1982? Before 1982 is the convention and method still used by colleges, wherein you use pencils, paper, drafter to actually put your thoughts and ideas into paper. After the introduction of AutoCAD, all these works are done digitally, and there is an evolution of CAD right now, by where you can use a separate graphics terminal. AutoCAD is also available as mobile as well as web app. So it is increasing the reach to actually reach to the technical graduates, whereby they can take advantage of the student version and they can learn the AutoCAD while still being in college and have a competitive edge among same civil engineers. How can AutoCAD help you? AutoCAD, once you start using AutoCAD, you will be able to get a introduction to the world of digital drafting. Whatever you have been doing with pencil, pen and paper and drafter, you will be using with the help of digitalization tools that are all available in AutoCAD. How to use draft using layers? That means occasionally in the current context, if you make a plan and there is some mistake in the plan, okay, there is some mistake in a plan where you need to delete it, instead of removing with rubber or any other tools by which you need to remove this part, we use different kind of layers in AutoCAD, so that one layer will be on top of the other, so that if we need to remove this particular drawing from the plan, all we need to is delete the layer. All we need to do is delete the layer. So it helps us save time and also make us things more organized. Creating building plans, make elevation of plans with respect to buildings and any type of structure. Then get you at par with competitive skills required, job oriented growth, bring your ideas, thoughts and perception of engineering into life. Whatever the thoughts that you have learned as an engineering graduate that you will be studying in your degree or diploma, and subsequent experience that you will gain, will help you actually put your thoughts and idea and perception of any building into paper. Not just building, but any kind of civil related structure. It can be a dam, it can be an irrigation canal, it can be a simple residential building, it can be an office building. So there are multiple civil drawings including mobile towers, that is a steel structure. Now learning outcomes. So these are the learning outcomes that you will be learning once you have done the course at JIT, and this will be put out in a handout along with the video. So first and foremost, let's visit the AutoCAD interface and see what is there in the software. So this is the user interface of AutoCAD software. The version that I am using is Autodesk AutoCAD 2018 version. Although there will be minor changes in subsequent version, but what is the truth is that there will be minor changes. Major changes, there will be little bit of major changes, and Autodesk will formally announce if there is quite a major change, but normally each and every other version will have a minor changes in themselves. So there should not be a craze to actually use the latest version unless you know the basics. So I will be using Autodesk AutoCAD 2018 version so that you get an idea about what are the tools, what are the different workspace used for, and also different areas which helps you to make a proper drawing and put your thoughts into ideas. As you can see in this user interface, this is the user interface. There are different types of parts that you can see. Here is the Autodesk AutoCAD icon. Then there are different tabs: home, insert, annotate, parametric, view, manage, output, add-ins, A360, that means AutoCAD 360, express tools, feature tab. These tools are not highlighted right now because you have not gone to the workspace now. You are still in the interface. Now in this interface, what you can see here is that there is a thing called get started, and underneath that you can see start drawing. In the start drawing, you will realize that obviously whenever you are click a button called start, that means you have to start drawing. It is the first initial stage of preparing a plan by where you can actually put your thoughts and ideas into the interface. Underneath this button you can see that there is a thing called templates. Once you click on the templates, you can see that there are various templates that are predefined by AutoCAD and already here, so that you can use any of the templates that you want to use. Once you start using different kind of projects, whatever the recent projects that you have done will be highlighted here. Okay, so whatever the different types of projects that you do, it will be highlighted here. Then there is open files. If there is a previous file that you want to open, let's say you have opened a file which is not in the recent one, so that means it is there in some other folder. If you want to go to that folder, all you can do is that open files, then it will take you to our next Windows Explorer where you can go and search for that particular file. Open a sheet, get more templates online if you want to get more online templates, explore sample drawings if you want to see any type of drawings. Then there is learn and create. So this is the create interface. This is the create interface wherein you can start creating something. But what if you want to learn something at a simple and easy way? You can always click in learn, and there are some preloaded tutorials already here. There are some preloaded tutorials already here which you can go through the basic tutorials. So our work starts with the interface. So this is the interface. Hope you have all understood. So in the next video we'll learn about what are the options that will be available to you once you click on start drawing.